Hi, everyone. Robert Bryce here with a quick power brief. I want to do a quick update on what's happening in Lebanon. I posted a piece on Forbes on Sunday in which I pointed out that the hospitals in Lebanon are running so short of electricity that dozens of patients are facing what the American University of Beirut Medical Center said would be immediate death if they ran out of fuel to power their generators. It appears that the American University of Beirut now Medical Center did get a shipment of diesel fuel that should last them another week or so. But I wanted to point out what is also happening in Lebanon that is hard to imagine here in the United States, where we live in complete energy abundance. On Sunday morning, according to a Reuters article, at least 28 killed in Lebanon fuel tank explosion. In the town of Akkar, apparently there were several dozen people that were waiting to get some gasoline. The military was distributing gasoline to local people. Again, it was in the town of Akkar. Reuters says that the fuel shortages are so long, they're so acute, people are waiting in lines, and apparently several dozen people were waiting to get a few gallons of gasoline that was being distributed by the military. Accounts varied as to what caused the explosion, from gunfire that hit a tank of gasoline to reports that it was caused by a person who ignited a lighter. Regardless of what caused the explosion, the reality is that there were 28 people, at least 28 people, 70 killed, 79 injured, 28 people burned to death waiting for a few gallons of gasoline. If that doesn't demonstrate and really spotlight the enormous disparity in energy availability in the modern world today, nothing does. And it's heart-wrenching to even think that this would happen. It's unimaginable here in the United States, and I think it provides a real contrast, and one that we need to pay attention to when we talk about climate change, when we talk about reducing energy consumption here in the United States, getting rid of hydrocarbons. The reality is that there are billions of people in the world today who are still living in acute energy poverty, including in particular electricity poverty. But in places like Lebanon, in failed states, in places where gasoline is so short, people will stand in line for hours to get a few gallons of gasoline and risk their lives. That is a remarkable disparity, and it is one that we need to pay attention to. I'll stop there. But if you want more, I'll be tweeting about this. I'll be writing about it in the weeks ahead, because after visiting Lebanon 4 years ago for the film and for the book, I have an attachment to that place. And to see this happening and people being burned to death just waiting to get a little bit of energy so they can have mobility is truly a tragic story. I'll stop there. Thanks.